Hello everyone, welcome back to the news presentation. I am here, Sir Mahdi. Yeah, we are again back with a very interesting and hot news. And of course, you are watching on our 16th November. And of course, we have a very interesting news which I'm going to present in front of you all. So, of course, I'm presenting from the Daily Stars e-papers. And yeah, now don't delay, let's get started. So our first news is, and this is our first news, and let's see what we will start with. We are starting with that is BB moves to threaten grip on banks, draft 45 amendments to banking law, including full oversight of state lenders. And here, this is the first we are started with a bank, and oh yeah, some of the options you can see here. Let's read it out. You know that when we can see these types of options, we read this. And now, first of all, we can see state banks will lose special status that shields them from the core rules like capital adequacy, and then their top appointments removed will require central bank approval. Ministers, public representative will no longer be allowed on bank boards. Captions of the cap on directions from one family will drop to 2 from 3, and then a law will be considered part of a family. And yeah, I mean, I read some of the rules or some of the things about this headline, and yeah, I think you all understand that, and maybe you'll follow this what I read here, and yeah, full description right here, of course, for you. And our next thing, or this could be said that this is our second news. And by the way, we can see that is underworld back in play, rising alarms. Gangs could be used as hired muscles during the upcoming polls, warrant police intelligence report. Here I can see this. This is not a real picture, by the way. This is a painting, and here you can see what is happening there. Actually, the gangs, so many gangs are fighting with so many machines, or I mean the guns. Here you can see with they handed these, and then they're fighting. What is happening there before the polls? Mainly there are so many places in Bangladesh or the country where there are so many places going on. Mainly the clashing between two gangs, mainly about the two parties, and yeah, in the same picture, we can see here is going on same thing. By the way, the full things here you can see. And what is this? Our next one, and that is BNP shifts its our focus to post preparation, seat sharing delays, protest, and unfinished and task file up. And yeah, we can see also some of the things. What is this actually? Major task ahead. Let's read what are the tasks are. And the first one is hold discussion with allies to finalize seat sharing, and then decide the remaining 63 unsettled seat. Combine all manifesto draft into the final version. We have also contained protest over nominee distraffication in 33 districts, finalize the full campaign strategy. And yeah, we saw about the task, the major tasks, mainly what is their major task. And yeah, we saw that, or I read that, of course, and yeah, full things are here. Another thing that is NCP redies its grassroots from the debut polls. And yeah, this is the for mainly debut this area, or I mean this time this poll is for their debut because they are involving here, or they're participating here for the first time. That's why you might be said here. Or the National Citizen Party is continuing full-fledged preparation to contest the upcoming national election, focusing on the organizing its grassroots and selecting candidates for all 300 seats. Yeah, and then we can see this one, and of course this is not related with others because we saw there are so many things about election polls like this, but this is different. Let's read what is this actually. But mainly we can understand very much thing here to see, but by the way you can see so many things. Mainly something is going on, by the way, and in the top position you can see there's a very large forest. Yeah, of course. And let's read what's that actually. The largest fish-drying village in Bangladesh is on the Dublarchor, a small island edge of the Bay of Bengal, bordering the Sundarban, around 70 neutral miles from the nearest urban area, and Char draws fishermen from the all grounds country, around 25,000 People engaged in fishing and drying for 6 months every day. The dried fishes, later sold as popular delicacy, I think you know that is shutki, are bought by wholesalers at the price of 500 to 700 per kilogram. The photo was taken recently, and yeah, we can see. Well, this is not. This is of course a business part. I mean area. There's about fishing. Yeah, of course there were so many fishes are. Came from the Bay of Bengal mainly, and then they keep it here and then they sell later. And yeah, we will go to our next page right now. And yeah, we are finally in, and our first thing is this one. So there are so many people are here. What is happening here? Let's read. Thousands gathered for a conference of an international Khatme Nabuwat Grand Council at Sohrawardi Uddan in Dhaka. Yesterday, the organization announced the year-long program calling to government to declare members of Ahmadiyya community non-Muslim. And here you can see there are so many people here joined in this program. Yeah, we can see. And this is, of course, this is the conference of the international Khatme Nabuwat, and maybe you are familiar with this one. And yeah, this is also the same thing about this, which is already saw in a big picture, and that is the protect constitutional rights for Ahmadiyyas. And this is in a mainly this type of things that is called Nagarit Coalition argues government and parties, and the full things are here. You can see. And yeah, you may be saying, and other things are we already described about the headlines. And yeah, you can see the full description of the headlines are here. Of course, this is on my right of me. And now we will go to our next page, and our first news is here. This one, maybe in some place, maybe in a roadside, there are some peoples are selling blankets or winter clothes. Let's read what are they doing here. Customer checks a blanket at vendors' stalls and sidewalk near Baitul Mukarram Mosque in the capital yesterday. Hawkers there are selling winter clothes and blankets, both new and old, priced between 500 to 3,000, with temperatures dropping in recent days. Dhaka has begun to feel the season first chill. And yeah, they're feeling this. They started to feeling the chill of the winter, yeah, of the season. And yeah, they are in the same way. That's why they are selling so many things. And yeah, of course, this is the roadside or side way. And we have another one that is persons with disability protected on paper, excluding in reality, neglect, weak oversight, lack of implementation of ratified laws under their rights. And here you can see there is a key issue. Let's read also these are. The issues are accessibility barriers, policy practice gap, and dysfunctional committees and employment declamations, weak UNCRPD compliance, and then poor condition. And then what is the recommendation? First recommendation is reactivate monitoring mechanism, and then strengthen NDDF, and then ensure dedicated budgeting, make compass accessible general disability data, empower OPDS. And these are the recommendations. And before that, we saw also the key issues. What are they facing actually? Mainly this is for the disabilities. And now we have a very, very important news. That is this one. What we can see here, police in new uniform. Yeah, this is real. This is not a fake thing because we are getting it here. You can see this is a police already wearing a new uniform, because we are seeing the many before time that police is wearing the blue uniform, but recently they are wearing the iron uniform with the black pants. And let's read what is this. A uniform for Bangladesh police has come into effect with member of the Metropolitan Police Unit and the several specialist units, including the Dhaka Metro Police, and starting where it from. However, the district police haven't yet received the new attire. Police say district and range will begin using in the phrases. And here mainly in the Dhaka, there are some metropolitan specialists got this uniform already, but in the district wise they didn't get yet, but they will get it very soon. And yeah, they told it from here. And now we will go to our next page. In this page, we are starting with also a biggest thing, of course, the biggest news. And what is this? That is big investment, little return. They invest here a very large but return a very little. Actually, what is happening there? Let's see, maybe you all are familiar with this well, yeah, we can say this is a very company. Yeah, what is this? That is Kwasa Water Treatment Plant. Yeah, maybe you are familiar with this one. And what they have, what they did here, let's read. That is cost than 1,856 crore taka, built to supply 16 meters liters daily, now produce just 4 meters and 3,002 3,000 of 15,000 targeted consumers connected, only one industrial users monthly operating cost of over 1 crore taka, and then we can see revenue 21.6 lakh taka, and then factories avoiding connection to cities, higher water prices. And yeah, we can see this is getting, the water prices are getting high because this is the less working is going on, and Kwasa plant running at just 7% capacity, and only the 7% capacity is going on is very bad and weak, of course. And yeah, we can see what we can see more, that is hot leasing of Chattogram port terminals, worker demands, and here we can see. And then another thing, that is coastal voices call for urgent climate finance, and then person with a disability protection or paper equality in reality. And yeah, we already described about this in our last page. And yeah, there is no more thing, extra thing, and some of the ads are here, which we can see. Maybe you can see this, and now we will go to our next page because there is no more thing actually. And yeah, we are finally in our international news, and our first thing is this one, which already came. When it comes to women, and mainly this is about something, you can see the full things is here, and of course this is some of the time. And yeah, you know, that is the man is getting more higher than mainly they want to get the equal values or this type of things. And what is happening here, that is 9 killed in blast at JNK police station. Police says JEM claims of responsibility false. And here, mainly in the place, and you can see there is 4 killed, 9 killed in a blast, and at the JNK police station, and mainly in the police station, maybe the police killed or something like this. By the way, this is what you can see here. Very largest thing about the Bangladesh Navy, or in Bengal, the region Bangladesh Nobahini. By the way, there is no more international news in this place. Now we will go to our editorial. What we can see in the editorial, our first thing is bureaucracy that outlived every resign. And here we can see they written another very funny picture here, which you can see. And by the way, another thing that is we can see, is Bangladesh at risk of losing the election information war? So is it very biggest question, of course, for you. And yeah, you maybe get the answer in the place by reading these all of the things. And here, and now we will go to our opinion page. Our first thing is this one actually. Full pay, half freedom, complete upheaval, and this is one. And our another thing, this is that is apathy and lack of legal protection endanger during urban greenery. And yeah, they said about something about greenery, and we have to protect this more perfectly, and he said this about it. And now finally we will go to our sports news. Finally, we are in our sports news, and yeah, our first of course there are so many interesting things in our sports news. And yeah, our first news is this one, which you can see here, that is Summit knows how to hurt India. And really, this is not this is another sports is not let's read what is this actually. That is, Shomit Shom is optimistic Bangladesh will end the war, win their winless streak in international football, and they take the neighbor India as AFC football, AFC Asian Cup qualifier fixture in Dhaka on November 18. And mainly, yeah, you know that this is mainly the AFC Asian Cup qualifier. This is the they want to say about this, and maybe their next what will I say? Their next opposition, or their next team which they will play with, there that will be India on the 18th November, and that's why they know that how to hurt them. By the way, we can see here, what is this? That is Mushfiqur's 10th test celebration in motion. Yeah, very soon he will celebrate his 100th test, because on the 19th November, you know about this very well. And here he's celebrating his 100th test. Yeah, you can see this is an emotion. And our biggest thing is this one, which you can see. Are you familiar with him? And let's read and explore what he did here. Habibur Rahman Shohai smashed an unbeaten 100 of 35 balls to record the first T20 century by Bangladeshi, scoring Bangladeshi A to be an 8-wicket win over Hong Kong in the Asia Rising Cup Stars 2025 openers in Doha. Yesterday. The 25 years old right-hander, who also broke the first 15 mark, reaching 50 of 14 balls, surprised the Pervison in most 42. And ball the TON 2020, Bangladesh will face Afghanistan A next November 17th. That means tomorrow. Yeah, of course, the Bangladesh will face the Afghanistan A team, and tomorrow, yeah, of course, we are very excited. And of course, we saw our last day, there was a very unbeaten match of the Habibur Rahman Shohan that he smashed. First of all, he smashed a record that is 14. They played only 14 balls for 50, and also he breaks the record and made the Indian player who already played before of him in the first match, or I mean second match maybe. So mainly he broke his record, and there was a record at 17 balls 50, but he did 14 ball 50. But by the way, mainly he did 100 or century in 32 balls, but he took here 35 balls. By the way, this is very smashed for as a Bangladeshi creator. This is the first time for him. And by the way, I think you all enjoyed this today's news. That's it for today. I will see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.